So, there are many leaders, there are many presidents in the world, but only our President Kim Il-sung and Comrade Kim Jong-il passed away while devoting their everything for the prosperity of the country and well-being of people.
In this video, I'm going to talk about Kim Jong-il, General Kim Jong-il, I should say. When his father passed away, Kim Il-sung, July 1994, he took over the country. Now, according to the North Korean legends, Kim Jong-il was born on the mountain of Paktu. During his birth, there were supernatural phenomena like singing birds, a sea monster, rainbows, and flowers in the middle of the winter. Other sources say that Kim Jong-il was born in the Russian Far East, near the village of Waskoye. His father, Kim Il-sung, was a captain in the Red Army, and he was born on an army base during the Second World War. Now, after the Second World War, his family moved to Pyongyang. During the Korean War, Kim Il-sung sent his son, Kim Jong-il, to the relatively safe China to study. During the 60s, 70s, and 80s, Kim Jong-il got more and more power and got higher positions thanks to his father. He was to be ready to take over after his father passed away. In July 1994, Kim Il-sung passed away and was succeeded by his son, Kim Jong-il. At that point, the North Korean economy was not doing very well. Because of the collapse of the communist Eastern Bloc and the dissolvement of the Soviet Union, and with that came an end to external support to North Korea, the North Korean economy came into a free fall. The central planned economic system was just not flexible enough to control the damage. And the damage was huge because, on top of that, several floods destroyed huge parts of the agriculture. And the result was a severe famine. On a total population of 22 North Koreans, 1/2 to 3.5 million North Koreans died in this famine. After this, the North Korean authorities reluctantly did some reform policies considering free trade, which already started to exist because of black markets that appeared during the famine. Some people say that Kim Jong-il prolonged the famine to get a more grip on the country. A famine that is in North Korea, by the way, called the Arduous March. When we look at human rights in North Korea, we can say that the situation is very arduous, if not just dreadful. Apart of the fact that millions of people are living in extreme poverty, have malnutrition, there are no freedoms. There's no freedom of press. There's no freedom of speech, and daily life is totally controlled by the government. Those who step out of line risk to be sent to concentration camps. At the moment, an estimated 200,000 people are holding up in these concentration camps. Survivors of these camps speak of conditions that are comparable to the concentration camps of Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union under Stalin. Chain-smoking, diabetes-suffering Kim Jong-il had several strokes and his health was declining. On the 19th of December 2011, the North Korean authorities notified the world that their beloved leader had passed away 2 days earlier on the 17th of December. At the moment of his death, he was in a train wagon, and he just in time, right before his final breath, signed a very important document considering the welfare of his people. Marshal Kim Jong-un, his son, took over. and he basically applied the same Stalinistic principles as his father and his grandfather. But he did make some reforms regarding the economy. And it can be said that North Korea is doing, little better than in the years of the famine. However, on the flip side, it is now very much possible to visit North Korea. More and more areas of the country are now possible to visit. And maybe one day it is possible to travel freely to North Korea. But more hopefully, maybe one day its people can live in a more prosperous nation than it is now. But that is something for the future. And this is History Hustle, so I have to conclude it here. If you have any questions, leave it down below. Have you ever traveled to the DPRK? I'm really curious what your experiences are, so notify me down below in the comments. I'll read them all. If you want to see more pictures of my trip to North Korea, check out my Instagram at History Hustle. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe if you have not already, and until next time.